Good day, everyone, and once more, welcome back. This is the Govan Mbeki podcast. Today we are visited by a very young, very beautiful young lady. As promised in our last show that we will be hosting her, her name is Lerato Nogabe, very famously known. Miss Lerato, welcome to the podcast of Govan.
Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for pronouncing my surname right.
Wow.
I don't get that a lot.
So normally you have a problem.
Yep.
You can't blame people. We are of different cultures and different vernacs, and it causes problems sometimes. So, welcome, and who are you?
Thank you for having me, and I'm Lerato Nogabe. I am 23 years old, from Imbalenhle, born and raised there. So, Lerato is just a bubbly young woman that just wants to be different at all times. I am known for representing authenticity, as you can see, So, yeah, that's me. Everywhere I go, I just want to be different. I want people to understand that you can go beyond that box that you've put yourself in. So that's what I do in the community, and being known for that, I walk with pride. It's in GMM, so everywhere I go, they must know that I've arrived.
So you are really a child from GMM, born here, raised and bred here.
Yes.
Okay.
So a person that was not only raised and in one area or one section. I've been at quite a few extensions in Balendle. I was raised at Extension 5, moved to Extension 11, from Extension 11 I'm Mandela, where a lot of people are like, okay, Mandela, I've been to Mandela, I've been to Extension 26, so I've been around parts of Imbalendle, so you can really confirm that I'm from there.
What's wrong with the Mandela, according to them?
I don't know why, and I've been in the streets of Mandela, and it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's home.
It's home. Where is Lerato at the current moment in terms of career? And
Okay, so what I'm doing currently, I consider myself a media powerhouse in the making. So I'm trying to tap into different spaces in media to see where I actually belong, because that's what I did at Cllr after matriculating in 2017. I then went to do a media practices course in Pretoria, and yeah, it went well, but Govan Mbeki somewhere, so I had to then come back home due to financial constraints. And what I'm currently doing, I'm just working with young people in my community, and I'm showing them that it's possible. Whatever that they dream, they can achieve. So I'm working with young people. I have a pageant that I'm doing for all young people at Ekasi. So it's called Ekasi Pageants. Every young person is involved in that. And through it all, I'm also teaching them to be themselves and to not wait for opportunities to be created, but to create those opportunities themselves. Because I can't sit and wait all the time waiting Caesar, because the only person that can save me is me. So yeah.
That is very formidable. So what do you think is the main challenge with our young people at the current moment? Uma ubukela impilo zabo as it stands. What exactly can you pin as a challenge that we need to look into, whether as government institutions, whether as private institutions, or themselves within the social space of their own living?
To be honest, I feel that we can't really tackle any problems that people are going to bring on the table before they've worked with themselves. That's where it all begins. We can give them as many opportunities as we want, but if the person is not ready to utilize that opportunity, then it's a waste. So I believe that as young people, as older people usually say, they say we're a lost generation. So meaning we're not true to our identity. We don't want to go back to our roots. We want things to happen for us all the time. We feel like the world owes us something, whereas all the work begins inside, which is why I chose to advocate for authenticity, because that's where it begins. as an individual, if you know yourself enough, then you can achieve absolutely anything. Akekho umuntu ozofika akutshele ukuthi uyiloko and then you fall for it. So I believe that they just need to be authentic. That means you need to take all your losses and all the things that you've dealt with in the past. Don't sweep them under the carpet. Face them. Find out how they have shaped you into the person you are. And then we can talk opportunities and everything else.
Miss Mpumalanga.
Yes.
How did you manage to get there, and what inspired you? Look, we as Govan Mbeki pride ourselves of you, but we have never walked the journey with you. Yes. So how did you get there?
So I've always wanted to enter in Miss Mpumalanga, but my problem was either I missed the deadline with 1 day or a few hours, or I don't know, it was just not time yet, I guess. Then I decided to do a video, and I remember it was Christmas Eve when I did the video. It was the last day of sending the videos. I was like, okay, let's see what Miss Mpumalanga has for us. I did the video, I sent it through. They got more than 100 entries, and by God's grace, I was chosen as a semi-finalist. That means from 100 ladies, I was chosen to be the top 30, part of the top 30, and that's where the journey began. And yeah, I must say it wasn't an easy one, because that's where I got to find out who I really am. And also being from Govan Mbeki, you're meeting all these people from other municipalities and you're discussing different problems, but there are similarities here and there. It was an amazing experience to know that there are people back home who are rooting for me. It was very emotional also, because I was like, yo, I'm far away from home, and all these people are wishing me all the best, and I really want to make them proud. That's when I had to realize that what matters sometimes, it's not really the destination but the journey. And it's been amazing. My life has changed. It was a life-changing experience.
Well, I can confirm. I saw the images of your Kasi pageant.
Yes.
From that particular journey. So what are the intentions? What does a Kasi pageant stand to give to a young person from Embalenhle, from Mzinoni, from Lebohang?
So Ekasi Pageants was initially founded by a guy called Lerato Nogabe, who was the one that gave me an opportunity when I didn't see myself fit enough to get it. That's when my journey started. So being given an opportunity to showcase the person that you are to the world, it's amazing, because Lumuntu believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. So his aim was to get young people off the streets, because we are having issues of teenage pregnancy. We are having a lot of substance abuse around the area. So his aim was to do that. So I'm doing the same thing, but by emphasizing authenticity amongst all young people, for them to own their story. Because singahamba CAP, but it all comes down to you just being face to face with yourself and being real. So I've went through whatever I've went through. So I wanted to tell my story, and with every person that I encounter, I feel like I'm getting a part of myself. So there's this big puzzle, and then all these individuals that I'm lending a helping hand to, they are just finishing pieces of the puzzle. So that's what I'm doing.
Yo, that is very interesting. Well, one of the current pandemics, as pronounced by even our president, is the issue of abuse. Abuse of women, abuse of children. One of the things that we would normally pick up about youth of today is that women are exposed to serious abuse. Your programs, how do they relate in terms of intervening to such challenges?
So when we speak of abuse, it's something that sort of hits home. So that's one of the things I face normally. You get someone coming to Akjelu, it's okay, this is the problem at home. I don't know what to do about this. So, esikhathini esiningi, because I'm also young and I'm still trying to find myself, I involve people based on ukuthi umuntu kubo babilivela in. So that's where our church leaders are coming in handy. That's when we have one of our team members is now a qualified social worker, so they're able to step in and help out. So as a person who's still learning in that route, I'm also availing more people to the contestants that I'm working with, because we've had an incident where there was a mass rape case. It was because of modeling things. So parents are involved more in my programs, because you need to know ukuthi umntwana ukuphi. So I need to call in, let them know, assure them ukuthi yonke into right. So all necessary safety precautions are being exercised, because at the end of the day, we can only try and protect ourselves. The problem is with the perpetrator. So now we should just exercise whatever we have at our expense, then hope and pray that they will change. There will be a revelation somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what message would you want to give to a young person in Govan Mbeki, whether abused, whether suffering from being unemployed? We know what comes with unemployment.
Yeah.
Most of young people then end up being exposed to substance abuse and
Yes.
all of those things. How do you then want to communicate with them, and what would you like to plea and advise to them?
I think what I would want to tell them is that it's possible. Whatever you have in your mind, it's possible. But the work starts going. We are here, we're all here. I've seen, Guti, most of us are complaining about how we're not getting support, but the support is there. It's just a matter of us taking the first step. I can't, so it all starts within. Know yourself, know what you stand for, focus on that one thing that you really want to achieve, and be realistic about other things. Not all of us are meant to succeed through mining, technology, science, and everything. We can look at other options. Follow your passion. Do you. Don't let anyone tell you anything or make you change the view you have of yourself. And that's all. That's all I can say.
Well, thank you very much. That is Lerato Nogabe, having visited us today and giving us part of her life, exposing us to what she has become from what she has been, having lived through Ikasi up to where she is now. Lerato is talking to the young people of Govan Mbeki, taking responsibility for their own lives within the new frame of life as it stands. As Govan Mbeki Municipality, we are here, Lerato, and we are pledging our support to your innovative methods of intervening, both to your own life and also to the lives of young people in Govan Mbeki. We are hoping that everything will go as per your plans, but wherever there are challenges, you must know that Govan Mbeki Municipality is here to assist and give some form of support as and when needed, and where we can, because it's not all the time that we can.
Yeah.
We are not miracle workers. We are just an institution that belongs to the people, for the people. It is for that reason that as Govan Mbeki Municipality, we are therefore pledging ourselves to support young people of Govan Mbeki and give as much guidance and support to initiatives of young people, so as we can be able to advance Govan Mbeki for the better. We are pleading with all young people whom are faced with abuse, frustrations of different kind, to come forward to the institutions that are there for them to be able to access and get support that is required. Therefore, we are saying Govan Mbeki, a model city of excellence, and it will not be excellent in the absence of contributions from the young people of Govan Mbeki in shaping it for the better. And Thank you very much. That is our show for today. Until next time.